セイバー、遠坂が言ってたことなんだけど。
Okay. As soon as I think this is like watching a dream, and hey everyone and welcome back, you all dream boys and girls, back with another episode of Fates Tonight, the visual novel, and we're gonna, I'm sorry it's been a bit slow on this. I have way too many things to do on my plate, and it's a bad excuse.
サーバントは夢を見ないっていうのは本当なのか?
Without realizing, I asked her that question.
ええ、私たちは夢を見ない。もともと幽体であるサーバントは眠りません。私は幽体化ができないため眠らざるを得ませんが、それでも夢は見れません。
でも朝は見たって。
I really like the music. You know, this is the kind of music, you know, if you've been playing Final Fantasy VII, you know, when you get to know about Red 13's father and all of that. It's this kind of gripping music, man. Beautiful. A small silence. She closes her eye once and looks at me with a gentle face as if she is determined.
私が見たものはあなたの夢です、シロ。マスターとサーバントは精神的にもつながっている。結びつきが強くなれば相手の過去を垣間見ることもあるでしょう。
夢に見たって、俺の過去か。
はい。あなたの心に踏み入る行為だとは分かっていたのですが、私には拒むことができなかった。それをどうか許してください、シロ。
That goes for me as well. Saber's past. I've seen the days before she became a servant many times.
バカ、そんなのセイバーのせいじゃないだろう。夢に見ちまうなら仕方がないじゃないか。
Man, damn it, I said this music.
それに謝るのはこっちの方だ。俺の昔なんてつまんないことばかりだろ。そんなもん見せられたらおちおち眠ってられやしない。
If anything that should make it more peaceful, you know?
いえ、夢を見たのは今朝だけです。それも最近のことではありませんから、シロの男性としてのプライベートを侵害するようなことは決してありません。
Saber comments honestly, but private. Well, I've done ordinary stupid things, but...
それは助かるけど、最近のことじゃないって、じゃあいつ頃のことなんだ？
大きな火事でした。私が見たものはその光景だけです。
A quiet voice. Her gentle eyes tell me what she saw. I see. What? So she dreamt about that.
そうか。それはなんていうか。
Should I say unfortunate? Is it like going to a movie theater to see a movie you know, but going to the wrong theater and seeing something completely different?
それでわかりました。いいえ、前から思ってはいたのです。あなたにはひどく危ういところがあると。
危ういところってなんだよ。そりゃセイバーから見れば至るところは危なげだろうけど。
そんな意味ではありません。あなたは、シローは私と似ています。だからあなたの間違いもわかる。このまま進めばどうなってしまうかも同じだから分かってしまう。
いや、間違ってなんかないけどな。そりゃ失敗は数えきれないけど、俺は親父みたいな正義の味方になるんだ。間違ったことなんてできないだろう。
Well, I guess I shouldn't say that is completely wrong. I mean, I can't do anything wrong. Of course, you will do wrong. Every one of us do lots of wrongs. The thing is that if we stand by it, trying to correct it, or if we just ignore it, that really tells us much about us as humans. I mean, if you do it wrong, you know it, and you ignore it and thinking like, I don't give a fuck about that, and maybe you hurt someone or something like that. But if you know, you realize you are wrong, and you apologize, and you're trying to better yourself, I think that is a great thing. But everyone else will do wrongs. Rights and wrongs, that is.
だから、それが間違いなのです。シロ、あの事故はあなたのせいでもないし、その責任はあなたが負うべきものでもない。
Technically, Saber is one of the reasons for it actually to happen. I mean, of course, everything rests on Kiritsugu, but Saber was the one that sliced the grail and all of that.
あなたには償うべきものなどないのです。
Of course. It was only an accident and I was only a victim. Well, certainly there have been times when I felt guilty about being the only survivor, but...
以前、リンが言っていました。シローの自己犠牲と献身ぶりは異常だと。それは私も同感です。あなたは自らの命を代価として人を助けようとするのではない。あなたは単に、初めから自分の命が感情に入っていないのではないですか。
That is not a good thing. That's... Did my pupils open wide? Somehow I cannot see Saber's face clearly.
あの事故を忘れることはあなたにはできないでしょう。ですが、覚えている限りシローは変わらない。それは苦しいのではないですか。
苦しい？俺が？
Well, of course it's painful. Saber doesn't need to tell me that. It's only natural. So many people died, and it was such a hell. I think it's only natural for it to be painful. And besides, if it weren't, it might all be meaningless.
確かにこうして思い出すと辛い。けど、それは終わったことだ。今さらどうにかできることじゃないだろう。
Saber doesn't answer. She scratched her arm, irritated.
私は聖杯を手に入れなければならない。けれど、それはシローにも当てはまる。
セイバー。
シローには聖杯が必要だ。私があなたに呼び出されたのは必然だったのです、マスター。
How can I answer that?
先に眠ります。シローもあまり無茶はしないように。
Saber leaves. I cross my arms and ponder. Goddamn, where did the beautiful music go? I was so emotional. God, seriously, after watching Your Name yesterday and all that, I felt like this. Man, I could probably break out and cry any moment. Do I need the Holy Grail? The Grail that grants the wishes of its possessor. A vessel which contains unlimited amount of magical energy, for which it said nothing is impossible. If I had such a thing, my wish would certainly be easily granted, but...
いや、違う。どう考えても聖杯なんていらないぞ、俺。
Just take it and wish for something silly and like... money! Classic. More money! Even more classic. Yeah, I definitely don't need it. Because I don't have any wishes that won't come true or that are impossible. Because if it's a dream I can't reach by myself, I won't even dream it in the first place. Well, I can see that, truly. I also see that as a partly kind of pessimistic view of things. It's like, yeah, if you don't try, you don't fail, pretty much. I mean, sure, I mean, dreams in general are things that probably most likely will never happen, but also dreams are something that, there are big dreams, there are small dreams, there are so many different dreams, and even those that are impossible. I mean, I have impossible dreams. Some I know is impossible, some I don't know yet. Maybe they will be impossible in the future or things like that. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just something that spices up your thoughts and your life and your goals. That, and maybe, but you realize, no, this dream is impossible for me, but maybe I can compensate and do something else related to that. For example, I'm just saying. Listen to Lano, I am the dream expert. I had a Sega Dreamcast. I didn't. I wish I had. I need to get one day. That is the only dream console we have. God damn it. Ah well. That's just my thoughts about things. The night thickens, just like me. You know, I'm swelling up in the night. I'm getting like 200 pounds extra weight. With only the moonlight, I listen to distant wind in the familiar shed. Infinity arms. How many arms do you have? I have like unlimited amount of arms. 2 arms is too mainstream, you know. I'm gonna be like Senjata. A red hill covered in corpses and a grey sky. The heavy clouds drifting away announces the end of the battle. I know this scene. This is a scene I've seen many times already. This is one of the battles Saber experienced. These are the remains of a battleground so familiar to her as if she is always victorious. After this, she will return to her castle. The people will celebrate her victory and they will prepare for the next battle. And it sucks. This is her everyday life. This is but one of the 12 great battles she has gone through. This is why she does not bear any memories of the victory, but merely accept it calmly. I think about such random things. That is not a dream. Just a cold truth that cannot be changed. From the moment she drew the sword from the stone, she was not human. After becoming a feudal lord like her father, she became a king with many knights. She was called King Arthur or Arthuria, and the girl who had tried to become a knight had her life turned around. No, it is more correct to say that it ended. At that instant, the girl with the childlike feature disappeared, and the only existence permitted was that of the King of Knights. She acted as a son of the king. That is because the one to govern many territories and control the knights had to be male. The only one who knew that the king was just a girl were her father and the magus. She literally covered herself in steel and sealed that truth for all her life. Why didn't I realize what that meant? Someone placed before everyone managed to keep her identity secret. I don't know what suffering she went through as I'm only watching from a distance. Time passes. These must be her memories of the 10 years she spent as king. There's only one thing common to all of them. Even on the throne, even in a hallway, even on the battlefield, no one talked to her. Even a loud round table filled with a knight's tale of bravado falls silent when the king steps in. So that's what it means. She was only idolized. Many knights looked down on Arthuria, who looked like a small kid, and they did not approve of swearing their sword for her. But because she drew out the sword that they could not, they had to obey her at least in form. They accepted the disgrace, believing that it would pass. Even if she drew the sword, she is just a child. Even with Merlin's help, she will fail soon enough. When that happens, they need only to take the holy sword away from her and reselect the king. That was most of the night fought, but the results were different. The knight that just entered adulthood was a king without flaw. She brought peace to the fighting lords and immediately fought off the invading enemies. Of course, it was because of the power of the holy sword. The holy sword only protects the king. It is the king's power that protects the country. And in that way, she suppressed the knight with results. The protection of the holy sword works only against enemy swords. It does not help to rule over people's hearts. she worked hard to be an ideal king. And so, the knight had followed their king. They suppressed their dissatisfaction with the young king, as they saw he was perfect. She tried to be an idle king. Being an idle king was the condition of their support. There was no room for the human Arturia. The girl determined to be king. A great knight who pulled a holy sword, who did not age from that moment on, and who won 12 great battles. The more perfect she was, the more people kept away from her. The longer she stayed that way, the more isolated she became. That was her true identity. But she still did well. No, she did too well. She defeated her enemies efficiently and minimized the victims in battle. No matter what kind of war it is, a battle will have victims. So she believed she should make sacrifices before the war to prepare the army and to defeat the enemy efficiently. She would exhaust one village to prepare the army, defeat the invaders before they could damage the land, and save 10 villages. That was the solution she came up as the king, and in truth, it was the best policy. But the knight must have been unhappy. For them, only the invader should die. It was only proper to win without allowing any victims. There's no need to sack from one's own territory before battle. We will win, so there will don't be any victims. There will not be any victims, so the king's actions are fruitless. That's what they thought. Of course, that was just fantasy. Once battle began, the knights did not think about the small villages. It was only natural for them to trample over them, as the small villages are not what they seek to protect. The knight says it's only natural to be destroyed by the invaders, but it's a great sin to destroy them with our own hands. Of course, she knew that. But the king cannot allow her personal feelings to affect her decisions. She kills her emotions to make a decision, and the knights suppress their personal feelings to obey. And after many sacrifices and continued victories, the country became stable. The price that was a revolt against the king. King Arthur does not understand human feelings, one knight said and left the castle. It's a ridiculous story. Nobody wanted her to be human, but they revolted against her because she didn't have human feelings. The age of chaos continued. The knights, who had been dissatisfied with the king for some time, became more dissatisfied after one knight left. They pushed all problems onto her and cornered her. Ruin was in sight. Death if she could not solve all the problems. Even if she did solve them, the result would be the same. But such trivial things are of no concern to a king. Her mind will not change, even if she is abandoned, feared, or betrayed. Probably because she had her mind made up long before. She abandoned her emotion from the moment she decided to pull out the sword. A scene from a few years before. Knights from all over the country gathered to try to pull out the sword in the stone. But nobody could pull it out, and the knights were desperate to choose the most superior king by competing jousting skills. The knights went to the arena and forgot about the sword. It felt much like watching a festival from a distance. In the distance are the brave sounds of the cavalry. The roars of the knights are far away, and there's no one around the stone. What did the girl think before that? Before she realized an unknown magus was standing behind her.
それを手に取る前にきちんと考えた方がいい。
He says he's not trying to frighten her, but that she should stop.
それを手にしたが最後、君は人間ではなくなる。
He also said that she should be resented by all humanity and die a miserable death. She could not have been without fear, because the magus showed her the end she would face if she took the sword.
Yeah.
But that just made the girl more determined. She nodded firmly, even when she was shown her future. The magus asked her if she really is fine with that.
多くの人が笑っていました。 それはきっと間違いではないと思います。
She takes the sword. The Magus turns his back.
奇跡には代償が必要だ。君はその一番大切なものを引き換えにするだろう。
And leaves those prophetic words. That's right. The girl only wanted to protect everyone. But to do so, she had to throw away the emotion of wanting to protect people. Because one cannot protect the country as a king if one has human emotions. She accepted it and pulled out the sword. She accepted it and swore to live as the king. So her heart would not change even if she was abandoned, feared, or betrayed. She threw away her heart. The young girl decided to protect him in exchange for it. Who would ever known of such a sublime oath?
戦うと決めた。
No matter what.
それでも
Even if there was an inevitable solitary ruin waiting it. Oh gosh. Ruined the moments there, Nani guy. Oh man. Sorry, I'm getting emotional here right now actually. Man. And the end was this. The Battle of Camelot. One night usurped the throne while King Arthur was on a campaign. Her country split in two and the war began. In the legend, it is said that knights and chivalry were utterly destroyed. She slashed away the knights that once followed her and attacked the land that she once protected. The knights who sided with her died and her body was crippled. There was nobody around her. That was normal. Nothing has changed. The only thing in her heart is her pride as the king. She knew of this end. But she still ran through her life because she believed something came out of it. She has no regrets. If there's one regret, it is that the country is in ruin. She raised her eyes. She might be able to see the distant castle from this hill. But all that is there is the remains of the battle, a deep forest and a lake she must return to. Yes, the hill she ran through is now a wall she cannot climb over. Strength escapes her shoulders, and for the first time the girl lets go of the holy sword by her own will. And that is the end. It's only natural for the dream to end there, because that is the end of her memories. So this is the one end that cannot be changed. She worked so hard, she was resented, and she was betrayed. No one will ever realize that she loved the people more than the country, and she was always the merciless king. She was never rewarded or understood. On the Red Hill of Swords, the solitary girl, who was always betrayed, is about to face death. Well, goddammit. Seriously, that oh gosh, I gotta say that was moments that I could have fucking burst out in tears any moments because it's just so fucking sad. But you know, it kind of reminds me of Fable 3 actually. For those that haven't played it and don't want to be spoilers, be warned. In it, you play your character, either a prince or princess, and your brother is the king. And he's a very cruel king that is opposing, you know, he taking resources from every part of the kingdom and driving people to poverty, and is overall very cruel and very harsh in expanding his military and all of that. And you starting off as the young prince or princess that oppose him. You gather allies, and in promises of maybe resources or help, they will help you to usurp this king. And the thing is that when you finally do that, you learn that he had a vision. He was shown the future where the kingdom were put to ruins by a dark force that would come to this country in a few years. And he took on the role to become a tyrant, a king people feared and hated, simply to save the country and the people in it. And the thing is that after that, you get to carry the burden. Will you fulfill the promises you made and weaken your army, and most likely the country will be doomed by this darkness? Or will you be, as your brother, a tyrant with a strong army that will fight this darkness? I mean, I just getting this feeling, you know, like it really is all about, you know, there's more to it than you know when you start things, and when you get to see like what Arturia Saber go through here. Like, she do all this for the people, even if she appears a merciless king. She do everything she can to protect them and all. And I just feel sad. Oh, I wake up at the sound of the rain. I hold my shaking head and get my body up. It's not 6 yet. The sound of the rain from outside isn't that loud. I rattle my teeth at the sudden headache, but it don't last for a moment. Neither the pain nor the image that pops into my head last long. But that scene is more than enough to wake my brain up. Wow. No, I don't even need to confirm it. That was Saber's past. It was the end of her life that happened a long time ago that cannot be changed. Before I realize it, I'm grating my teeth. It's making a sound. Somehow, I'm really angry. I grit my teeth loudly and suppress the urge to have a fit. Just remembering it makes me mad. Her past, her thinking nothing of it, and me thinking the dream was nothing. I don't like it. I don't know what I don't like about it, but I just don't. I hate it. I don't want that. That life was unfair, no matter how you look at it. Such a life is wrong. She only wished for others. She did not wish anything for herself in return. She worked so hard, but no one knew about it. That pisses me off. They're just too unfair to her. That's right. If she worked harder than anybody else, she will be rewarded the most. She has to be rewarded for all the things she done. But what can be done now? Can I just tell her that she did a good job? Praise her that she was great? Of course not. Such easy words won't fix anything. That's right. If she is to be rewarded, her life must be repaid. The girl called Arturia has to become happy in proportion to much of she has fought. My train of thought stops there. I don't know how to make people happy. That makes me realize my own distortions. I've been living trying to be a superhero, but all I've been doing is lending people a hand. I believed everybody around me would be happy if I helped others like that. No. I couldn't move forward with pride unless I believed that. Helping someone and saving someone are essentially different. I can't think of a way to reward Saber because I don't know the difference between the two. And what you are, grumpy cat? One of my cats are a bit of the grumpy side today. And the breakfast table is the same as always. Saber and Torsika must be adaptable, as they already seem to be used to Ilya's presence. They're like chameleons. They adapt. Well, I'm just gonna stay here and watch my harem growing, you know. I have more plants in the backyard. I'm just growing. I'm just hoping there will be a good harvest.
残るマスターは3人。聖杯戦争だって期限がないってわけじゃないんだから、そろそろ行動に移らないとまずいわよ。
Torsika's right. My body's fine as Saber is healed. Yesterday should be the last day of rest.
そうだな。けど行動を起こすにしてもそれは夜からだ。日が昇っているうちは今まで通りにする。本気？まあ相手の情報がないんだから闇雲に出歩いても仕方がないけどさ。じゃあシロは今日もセイバーにいじめられるわけ
？Well, I do have this kink, you know. I like to be beaten up by small cute girls. I'm just saying. Train with Saber. That's the usual task and its natural master to prepare for battle.
リン、私とシロが行っているのは鍛錬です。今の発言は人聞きが悪すぎます。
Yeah, that's unpleasant.
いや、まあそうだな。午前中は今まで通りセイバーにしごかれるよ。
That is the truth.
シロ、あなたまでそのように言われては私の立場がないのですが。
Oh gosh.
あ、いや、悪いセイバー。ぼーっとしてて聞いてなかった。
I wasn't listening.
ですから、リンの言いぶりは乱暴すぎるという件です。まったく、どうしたのですシロ。今朝は覇気が感じられません。朝食もどことなく彩りに欠けますし、昨日も遅くまで蔵にいたのですか？
She asked, but safe words aren't criticizing. I can feel that Saber believes in me. That's why it's even harder to look at her now. If I do, the image of that hill pops into my head.
わかりました。後ほどカツを入れて差し上げます。それでは今日も道場で鍛錬をするでいいのですね、シロ。
頼む。イリアはどうするんだ？
私も昨日と同じだよ。雨に濡れるのは嫌いだから外に出たくないわ。
そうか、そうしてくれると助かる。できればイリアには家にいてほしいからな。外に出るのは危ない。
昨日みたいにお弁当作ってくれるなら一緒にいてあげてもいいよ。
Oh, Seemed Ilya liked the box lunch yesterday. I'm a bit embarrassed that she's content with such a thing, but I'm happy if she's happy.
なんだ、それじゃあ昨日と同じってことね。私も調べ物があるから部屋にこもるけど、午後になったら顔を出しなさい。ちょっと話があるから。
Oh, really?
調べ物ですか？
そう。セイバーなら分かってると思うけど、昨日から竜道寺の様子がおかしいのよ。
Haven't it always been weird?
あれだけ精力的にやってた魔力集めも止まってるし、何か動きがあったのは明白でしょ？
I assume they're gonna nuke the town?
まあ、残ったマスターの中で一番厄介そうなのは竜道寺のやつだしね。使いまでもこしらえて中の様子を探ってみるわ。
She said Tsukaima. I know that means familiar. I know a random few. Now I can speak Japanese. I can go to Japan right away. I will make myself, understand. I just gotta go around and say Tsukaima. Tsukaima. ごめんなさい。
それでしたら探索に専念した方がいいのではないですか？無理に時間を割いてシロに享受する必要はないと思いますが。
まあそこはそれ。悪いけど我慢してちょうだい。私もね、まだ危なっかしくて放っておけないのよ。
That's true.
敵に殺されるのならいいけど、魔術をしくじって自滅でもされたら死として面目がないでしょ？
Yeah, thank you. Should I be feeling proud of that or sad?
はい。リンの言う通りです。私はどうかしていました。リンの授業が必要ないなんてどうして思ってしまったのか。
その理由は簡単だけど、まあ知らぬが花ってことで。それじゃあ午前中の鍛錬頑張ってね。そいつ頑丈だから死なない程度に痛めつけるぐらいが最適よ。
Thank you, Rin, for your undying support. Beat him to the inch of his life. Yeah, exactly what I needed. I love that. My favorite hobby. Being almost killed. Tosaka leaves the living room with an absurd comment.
セイバー、言っとくけど、遠坂の言い分なんて本気にするなよ。あいつはセイバーの打ち込みを受けてないからあんなこと言えるんだからな。
I remind her, just in case, so she don't get this stupid idea to do that to me. But I'm terribly sorry, but I need to cut for now. But I will be back with more Fates the Night visual novel. I'm gonna see if I can do more episodes quickly. Maybe not an hour long, but about 30 minutes at least, and keep it up a bit more paced on that. So, thank you for watching. See you later on. Have a continued super great day.
す。